Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another winning stream with It Gets Better. For those who don't know me, my name is Winnie or Winnie. People also know me as a Win. I mostly stream games such as Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail on my channel. And today we will be playing Honkai Star Rail and specifically going through the Memory of Chaos, aka MOC, while we talk about coming out challenges as a queer Asian, because as you all know, a few days ago was National Coming Out Day. And as you know, an Asian who has not personally come out to a lot of people in her life, I would love to talk about, share my experiences with coming out that I have had and that I have seen, or what I've experienced with the people around me, and also just share stories from queer friends about their coming out experiences while being Asian, or even, as a person of color. And I'd love to hear about all of your experiences as well. So, hi everyone. Yeah, how are we doing? Luis, Rika, Rishi, and thank you all for coming along on the raid as well. I hope that everyone's having a fantastic weekend. I know it is getting colder out. We're already halfway through October. Chat, can y'all believe it? And it felt like October, it feels like it's still September, actually, in my eyes. But yeah, I really hope that you all are doing well. And if anyone here, celebrated coming out day, or, maybe came out to someone for coming out day, I'd love to hear about it. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm gonna boot up Star Rail. I'm not sure why it's not showing. There we go. Cool. Colder, yeah. It's so cold, Yokomoto. It's really wild, actually. So where I live in Toronto, it was like the end of September. And usually what I've noticed is the trend for the last few years has been, it gets it's hot in September, June, July, August, and then in September it kind of starts getting cold. I would say in terms of Fahrenheit, 60s or 70s, maybe 60s. And then there'll be a few days in September at the end where it's super hot again. It's feels like 90 degrees Fahrenheit or 30 degrees Celsius. And then it'll just be super cold. I want to say 50s Fahrenheit. But this time when it got super hot, it was over 30 degrees Celsius. It felt like the start of summer. It was wild. So yeah, I mean, not that I was complaining, excuse me, but how am I enjoying the new character, Louise? Oh, yeah, she's good, thank you. I'm still building her, but I'm really excited for when she's finally done. I think once I do fully build her, I probably won't use my Yanqing anymore because she's just better. Yeah, because, as much as I love Yanqing carried me a lot, but the thing with Yanqing is that he doesn't synergize. You need to play him with March 7th, it feels like. Otherwise his passive doesn't proc. And then he loses a lot of damage, and that really locks you into very specific team comps you can run with him. Because you still, even though you have a shielder with him, the shielder is usually unless you have Japard, I feel like I still need another healer or whatever. Wow, Jingyuan's so nice to us. How unfortunate that he got shafted so hard on our rerun tier list. Thanksgiving weekend got so cold suddenly. Yeah. Like it's really, it feels like in Canada it's not, I know a lot of people think of Canada as, oh, like, you know, polar bears and igloos and it's cold all year round, but I feel like it's more like you get all 4 seasons in one day. That's how polarizing the weather is. Is it humid up north? Yes, it can be humid. At least in Toronto, because, or in southern Ontario where I'm from, and that's because we're near we're near Lake Ontario. So okay, let's see, who do I want to farm for? First of all, we should spend some energy. I should try to get my characters to be as strong as they can before we do MOC. Let's check on Jinglu. So I need more of these things for sure, but let me check my dailies. What do I need to do for my dailies? Oh, it's literally giving me, it's like the last few days it's been like, oh, like farm these relics, farm these materials, farm the crimson calyxes. Now it's like farm the caverns of corrosion. When will it tell me to farm the stagnant shadows? Because I really need to ascend my Jinglu. Grr. Okay, let's see. Let's farm. I think we can find a better ice relic set. And I'll bring, I guess I'll just bring blade. Yeah, I think this team will work.
자극 좀 줘봐. 마무리 표기 활성화. 이제 즐거운 반격 시간이에요.
Hi again, Max. How are you?
죽음이 다가온다.
But yeah, chat, maybe in the meantime we can like talk about, we can discuss a little about,
망자의 재림.
I mean, I feel like, you know, and not to say, because everyone, every queer person, everyone who identifies as LGBTQIA+ has challenges with coming out. You know, it's a scary thing to do, especially if it's your first time. And it is a process. It's something that you have to do for the rest of your life, right? When, like, it's not like, oh, you come out once and that's it. It's more like you come out to people for the rest of your life, right? So you're repeatedly coming out. But I feel that with people of color, it's definitely harder. And I think part of it is because of, yes, cultural, not issues, but cultural differences. In Asia, being LGBTQIA+ is still not as widely accepted. And then there's also a lot of what we call filial piety, and that's a really big thing in East Asian cultures, where it's like your sense of familial duty. For East Asian people at least, and I think all Asians in general, that's really, really, really strong. Like you always feel like you owe a sense of like something for your parents, for the people that raised you. Oh my god, these are not, it has attack percent and speed, but filial piety is such a rare word to say, but we know, yeah, it's like once you hear it, it like you know. Hi Valeria, welcome, how are you? Oh, also sorry chat, I just realized I forgot to announce. Actually, I can do this while we do the next daily. Let's see. I'm just gonna go farm stagnant shadows because I really need to level up for Ascending Liu. But let me also post, I forgot to post in my Discord that the It Gets Better stream has started, so let me go do that.
내가 공격을 안 하면 녀석도
You're feeling the chills, Max? Wait, from the words or because of the weather?
별이여, 개척자에게 진정한 축복을 주어라.
Okay, it gets better stream is now live. Come chat about the challenges of coming out and being Asian. While I do MOC. Sweet. Cool. Okay.
누구려나? 별이여, 개척자에게 진정한
Oh, Valeria, that's
축복을
good to
주어라.
hear that you're good. Do you play Star Rail as well, or are you just here to vibe and hang out?
망자의 재림.
이 정도쯤이야.
Oh, also, Luis, you asked, do you remember your first It Gets Better stream you hosted? Oh my gosh, it's almost been a year. Isn't that wild, chat? My first It Gets Better stream was last December. And I'm trying to remember what I streamed, what the topic was. Oh, I think I did something like because it was around Christmas time.
개척자에게
And
진정한
so,
축복을 주어라.
you know, I think that for some kids, because again, It Gets Better is very youth focused.
누구려나?
So some kids like cannot. Christmas is not a good time for them because they're forced to go home and spend it with family and participate in like all these family activities. And you know, with some family members that are very outspoken about their beliefs, sometimes you have to hear a lot of anti-LGBTQIA plus rhetoric, right? So I think mine was just like, oh, here's some strategies for coping when you're at home for the holidays. That was my first ever It Gets Better stream. Oh my gosh, wow, I'm bringing back memories. But yeah, it's almost been a year of being an ambassador. I'm very, very lucky and grateful to be here. And how things have changed, right? Like even in like Star Rail wasn't a thing back then. Genshin, Fontaine hadn't come out. We were just only halfway through Sumeru. So, let's see. Do I have enough? Ooh, I think I have enough to ascend her this time. As a Latinx, you thought it was easier. Oh, coming out was easier for you and your cousin, Luis. Wait, do you mind if I ask? Okay, has anyone here like come out to their parents? Or to any family members? So for me, like my sister knows. And my sister is a few years younger than me. But there's always been an agreement, unspoken agreement between us where it's like, yeah, we're not really going to... There are just certain things you don't tell the rest of the family. Is really how I can put it. Oh my god, I have no character EXP books. Yikes, fams. Okay, I gotta go farm those next. So I felt really comfortable like telling her because I knew she wouldn't go and tell the rest of my family. And then I like told my younger cousins because my younger cousins also I have that same amount of trust with them. And I think like at first they were like a little like surprised because you know it's not as, I guess it's just something that they never considered, but they're not against it. Obviously they're very understanding and they are like open-minded too, but yeah, they didn't, I guess, didn't know how to or what to say and stuff. Yeah, they were still like cool with it. Oh my god, Megs, back during that first stream we were talking about family issues as well.
입에서도 이거야?
Yeah, it's just such a big thing, unfortunately, you know. Are we touching the family topic again today? We can, yeah. But you know, I feel like that is one of the biggest challenges about coming out as when you're Asian. Like there's so many like Asian people, other Asian people that you know, I've heard some people say like, yeah, my family's never gonna know, I'm never gonna tell them. And like I've heard stories online where there are people like in their like later in life, so like in their 40s and their 50s and beyond that, and they have like a roommate that's the same gender as them, and other people in the family make comments like, oh, like, you know, she just, like, your aunt has just lived with her friend this whole time and she never got married, and they just don't think anything. Like, they really just think they're friends living together. And the actual people in the relationship don't say anything either, because it's more, it's like the thing where you don't ask questions that you don't want the answers to, right? That's like a big thing in Asian culture. It's like it doesn't, if you don't talk about it, it's like it doesn't exist. Yeah. Oh, Louise, you told your parents at the same time they found out that you enlisted. Oh, wow. Wait, so was that like giving them a double whammy? Because I don't know how they're, like, I feel like most parents think like enlisting is a good thing and not a bad thing. Wait, what do you mean that your parents only cared that you were the only one with the plan? Do you mean like a health plan? Or... Oh, Max, is it bad that you will never come out to them? No, I don't think so. Like, even for me, I think that like I don't know. It's an option. It's an option. I'm not opposed to telling them one day, maybe. Like, let's say if I meet someone and it gets super serious, but probably not otherwise. But that's like beyond being like, that's just beyond being LGBTQIA plus, being bisexual, and I think it also just has to do with my family trauma in general, because I'm just not, y'all know I'm not close to my parents, and I have a lot of I hold a lot of resentment to them, especially my mom. And so because I remember when I was in like high school and stuff, even in university, my mom would always, both my parents actually, they would say like, oh, you know, you're not allowed to you're not allowed to have a boyfriend until you like graduate from law school and all this other bullshit. And now every other week it's like my mom's asking me, she's like, oh, like, you know, my friend wants you to meet her son, can I like give you his number and stuff? And I'm like, what's the point? Like, you know, you can't tell someone something their whole life and then expect a switch to flip when you reach a certain age or something, you know? So my way of getting like revenge, quote unquote revenge, on her is I'm just gonna get married whenever I want. She's like trying to rush me into like finding someone and getting married, and she's like, oh, like, you know, you have until you're 30, because I told her to get her off my back. I was like, oh, like, you know, I'm still figuring myself out, I'll think about it after I'm 30. So now she's like, oh, like, you know, you have like X years of freedom left until you're 30, and then you gotta get married and stuff. But it's like so annoying. Anyways. Sarika, one of your male cousins prefers guys. Okay. And at first the rest of the family was against it, but they mellowed out since. Okay, that's good. But up until now, you can't tell if they've truly accepted it or if it's because he made his own, carnival band so he can take us out to all the carnival parties. Oh, so it's more like you can't tell if they're good with it because they mean it, or they're good with it just so that they have access to like his benefits or whatever, right? That's unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough to tell. It's tough to tell. Ooh. Let's see. Okay. I will bring I could use Jingliu here. No, she's not fully built, so it's fine. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, and then I can't wait to use Jingliu when she's built, but for now we're gonna have to run it back with Yanqing. Actually, I'll put I want to put Silverwolf on the first team. Ooh, I could use that. Oh, see, that's the other thing, chat. I'm like, oh, I could use Fushuan because she's you know, she's quantum, but I already have March 7 technically, so March 7 can't synergize with Yanqing because she doesn't give a shield. May I ask, what if you find someone they deem that he's normal, quote unquote? Wait, what? Sorry, what do you mean, Max? Would I still? Oh, you mean like if I get into a heterosexual relationship? No, I probably just wouldn't tell them at all. Cause what's the point? What's the point in telling them? You know? It will only cause confusion for them, and they will probably get the wrong idea. And I don't want to spend. I already have so many things to fight with them over. I don't want to add more to my plate, you know. Hi, Sharkill. What is Bad Bunny Cybertruck? If you don't mind me asking. Like, oh my gosh, yeah, I don't know who else. Oh, I can add Pella. Okay, let's do that. I like that. Let's add Pella. Where is she? Where's Pella? Am I blind? Oh, here she is. Yeah, I am blind. Oh wait, why'd I add Bailu? Oh my god. Okay, I'm losing it. Let's see. So, Silverwolf on the second team. And then Bailu goes on the first team with March 7th. And Pella. Okay, cool. Great. We got this. I hope. Bad Bunny Cybertruck is a song. Oh, okay. I've never heard of it before. So I couldn't tell. As an Asian, it's just so us to just like peace. Well, yeah, because there's so much else in life that's like just filled with turmoil and stuff, you know. So. Do I see it as another fight bringing it up to a significant other? Ooh, I think it depends. So, like, but that's the thing. I don't know if I could be with someone who is not okay with the fact that the possibility that I like can't tell my parents. Like that's the thing. I don't think I could be with someone who is like, oh, like you need to do this with your parents. You should do X, Y, and Z because that's what like a proper family does. But I don't have a normal family. Like I don't have a normal relationship with my parents. So if someone can't understand that and that's a deal breaker for them, and that's totally understandable. I totally get it because you know, that in the past that's been a deal breaker for me too. But yeah, I just like if it's going to be an issue, then we probably should not remain together. Oh my god, why Yanqing, why are you attacking the trotters, please? Oh my god, just attack the fucking guy. Oh, this is why I can't auto MOC. So lame. None of your past or current relationships focus on your parents like that? No, but that's the thing. Like, mine haven't really either. Mine have not either.
장깨를. 'Cause 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 '
But I think like when, you know, between Asians, like
이 몸의 실력 맛 좀 봐.
it's like even though it's so complicated. How do I explain this?
마무리 표기 활성화. 이제 즐거운 반격 시간이에요.
Even if you hate your parents, you still feel like there are times when you will have to suck it up and just like do things for them, you know?
도망가지 마.
I really don't know how to explain it.
내 의지대로.
Oh my god, my Yanqing with his passive is just never. Oh my god. Mars 7, stop fucking attacking! I need you to shield Yanqing! Holy cow! I hate it here.
마무리 표기 활성화. 이제 즐거운 반격 시간이에요.
We suck up every day, yeah. Like, for example, I remember. There's just things like. I remember when I got my first paycheck from my job. It was like no questions asked. You just give that paycheck to your parents. Doesn't matter like how in debt you are. Doesn't matter if they actually need the money. Like you just give them the money as a way to say like thank you. You know.
한 번 더. 운이 다한 것 같네. 어서.
My Pella died. Oh, thank God for Bailu. Let's go. Are you allowed to ask about? Oh, what do you want to ask about my siblings, Luis? Like, my sister, I'm pretty sure is like straight. Actually, it's pretty funny because like even though my sis is in like a long-term, serious, like straight relationship,
하지만 겁먹을 건 없어.
like she hasn't ever like told my parents either, but like everyone knows, but it's just they don't talk about it. My parents don't like to talk about it. Like I'm pretty sure my sister went up to them and she was like, hey, by the way, I'm like dating this guy, like I'm dating Simon. That's not his real name, but for privacy purposes, like if she's like, oh, by the way, just let you know I'm dating Simon, like I feel like they'd be so uncomfortable with that, and they'd be like, why are you telling us this? Like, are you telling us this because, like, she would only tell them when they're like getting engaged or something, you know? So
시원해요.
우는 물을 다스리.
what if you meet someone and she or they are out to everyone and you're still not comfortable coming out to your parents and they're encouraging? That's where it gets tricky, Megs. That is where it gets tricky because, you know, like if I have a partner and they tell me, oh, you know, I would prefer you to tell your parents because things are getting like serious between us, then, you know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, like, you know, no. Right? Because that's like insensitive to what my partner wants. But I would like hope that they understand that it's a big thing for me. That's a big decision. So if they're encouraging, like, you know, that's really considerate of them, but I think it also depends. Like if we're like super serious and we're like gonna get married, then I guess I would prefer to not keep that a secret from my parents. Oh no, it's so complicated. I'm not sure. Hi TZ, howdy partner, how's it going? Eat haw.
창룡의 정화.
Yeah, my sister always brings her friend over, Megs. That's right. Yep. And like I remember, so earlier this year my sis went on a trip with her boyfriend. Obviously she had to tell my parents because you know, she can't just like disappear for a week. So she said, by the way, I'm going I'm going to Vancouver with Simon. And then they were like, oh, like who else? And she's like, oh, just with Simon. And so she told my dad this, and my dad kept asking like who else, and she's like, that's it. And I think she like felt okay telling my dad, because my dad is usually chill with things, but like I think my dad like did not like that, and he was talking about it with my mom and everything. And yeah, but I think they're concerned because, you know, before marriage, a girl traveling alone with a guy, it gives off quote unquote the wrong idea or whatever. Oh, your parents separated when you were young, Luis, but you did your best to stay in touch with both of them. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. And you know, I think if your parents like if your parents did your best with parenting you, even though they weren't together, then like that's all that you can ask for, right? So are my parents on good terms with Simon? Yeah, I think so. I think they do like him. Yeah, he always like comes over. They don't have a problem, and I think it's like how do I say this? I think they're on good terms with his family too, because whenever he comes over, he's usually like, "Oh, you know, like my mom, here's a box of fruit that my mom got for your family, for you guys." And then my parents are like sending stuff to his family too. So yeah. You dropped in on an interesting convo. Yeah, we're talking about like the coming out challenges of being LGBTQA plus and Asian. And yeah, these are just some of the I guess like challenges you could say. The box of fruit, yeah, box of fruit is like it's like a peace offering among Asians, you know. But I mean, you can't go wrong with fruit. I feel like everyone eats fruit, right? Who does not have fruit? Okay, let's see. Hmm. Okay, I think I bring Danhang. No, not on that side. On the first side. Oh, wait. I need to give him back his light cone. I haven't used Danhang, 4-star Danhang, in a long time. Wait, that's the wrong light cone. Oopsies. Okay, so I need to give him this. And then we can put Serval, I think. Actually, Serval or Asta. I think I definitely need to put. Let's put Silverwolf and Fushuan on this team. Or I could put Tingyun. I kind of like running Tingyun with Danhang over Asta because her E is more targeted, so you can kind of like control better when his passive procs. Yeah, we need Silverwolf, and yeah, let's put Fushuan, and then for the second half, we can just put 5-star Daniel. What was my highest MOC stage? I've done all 10 floors in the past. I haven't 30 starred though. Maybe this time I can 30 star. This cycle is the cycle. Yeah, yo, I invested so much into my 4-star Danhang. I'm kind of salty, to be honest. I've thrown like everything into him. It still feels like he doesn't hit that much. And I don't know if it's just because he's like a free starter character or whatever, but okay. Who else can I put on this? I think we can bring Pella, even though we have Locha, just for good measure. What is my highest star? 28. Yeah, I don't really know who else to put on this team. I don't know. I don't really need March 7th. Let's see. I don't know. Should I bring? No, but I don't want. You don't want to run Asta with Daniel. That's the thing. I don't have a wind support. I wish I had 2 silver wolves, chat. Like, I really don't know who else to put on this team. Fine, let's just put March 7th. Why not? Oh, Luis, you wish you'd met someone like me when I was younger. Oh, thank you. You know, I wish I had met someone like me when I was younger too. I wish I could have
좋은 상대.
met with the me that I am today. Yeah. 'Cause I remember the me when I was younger was so lost.
뛰어들 수 없어.
Um,
신중해야 해.
let's just do this. Yokomoto, how committed am I to Locha as my support character? What do you mean? Are you proposing I change my support character to someone else? Do you want me to change my support character to someone else? Because my Jingliu is not built, so she will not be my support anytime soon. I'm just letting you know that right now. Oh, this is gonna be a little excessive, I think. 23k, okay, not bad. I think I want to attack the monkey first.
먼저 점쳐보지.
싸움은 무의미해.
손님은 대접을 해드려야죠.
Do I still see myself lost at times? Oh yeah, totally, 100%, like every other week. Like literally, there's so many times when I don't know. Oh shoot, I should have refreshed her shield. Okay, whatever, it's fine.
전투를 최적. 이 배속이 이거야?
But yeah, but that's not like, I don't think that's necessarily related to, you know, being LGBTQA plus. Although I think it what's the word? Like being queer does contribute, but
인간의 몫이다.
it's not, I don't think it's the main thing for me. And like,
동천 환화 기나긴 꿈.
because there are times when I'll be like, oh, like why haven't I, like what should I do for content creation next? How can I continue to improve, right? But it's so like there's no like guide to follow, or oh no, please stop attacking the fucking troll. Oh my god,
화해하지 않아.
I hate it here. Cannot auto and talk at the same time, but the game is forcing me to play it, so yeah, I just feel like with content creation, there are definitely times when I ask, oh, like, what do I do next? I don't really know what I want to do. Like, should I focus on streaming on Twitch again? Should I focus on TikTok? Should I focus on shorts? Should I focus on long form videos? And then it's like, you know, like, why do I always show up 3 hours late to my streams? Like, should I just stream at night again? Should I stop streaming? Should I, I don't know, like only stream once a week, or only stream when I need to, when there's a story quest or whatever? Like, what should I stream? There's just so many questions. And yeah, I don't really have anyone. Like, I can ask friends, I can ask content creator friends, I can ask
날좀 재밌게 해줄래?
like other streamers that I know, but at the end of the day it's still up to me, and sometimes I don't really know what to do.
싸움은 무의미해.
Oh, Rishi, having these issues with parents affects us mentally in so many ways. Yeah, and then that's like another thing too, is like because I'm living with my parents, because my parents are immigrants, they have this mentality of, oh, we need to, and I've talked about this before, chat. Y'all know that I live in a hoarder house. That is really what it is. That's the reality. And I only realized this recently, like in the last 2 years, that yeah. So sometimes it's not even about like, oh, like what content should I make next? It's like, oh, can I afford to spend time making content today, or do I have to spend today like trying to clean out my room and trying to get rid of like old clothes, and like is there a way that I can sneak what I don't need out of my house, because every time my mom sees me like going to donate clothes or whatever, she gets like angry and we get into a fight and she like stops me and stuff. It's wild. So yeah, just things like that. You lose time watching short snags. Honestly, I can't even say anything, because I'm the same way with scrolling on Instagram, like through reels or short, or actually I don't go on YouTube a lot, but it's Instagram reels or TikTok for me. So if your younger self met your current self, the younger self would think your current lady self is condescending AF. I'm dead. Hi Subwoofer, hello, so nice of you to join us. Actually, Subwoofer, I would love to hear, because I know that you're Asian, and I would just love to hear your, I guess, experiences with your own family. I don't know how close you are to like your real family. I know you have a found family, which is super helpful, because I would say, you know, I think I am closer with my friends than my parents. So oh, you used to live in a hoarder house as well, Luis, and that's why you're uncomfortable buying clothes. That makes so much sense, because what's it called, like, yeah, it's so for me, I do like buying clothes. Buying clothes is not traumatizing for me, but it's more like I definitely feel like my mom has this impulse that she does where whenever she sees clothes on sale, it doesn't matter if we actually need it or not, she'll just buy it. She just buys it. And then she doesn't let us get rid of the old clothes. And so we just have so many freaking clothes, like all the time. Your parents used to use plastic bags to hoard stuff. So, oh my god, the amount of plastic chat. Listen, I'm telling you. I remember one time I was trying to sort through all the plastic bags we have in the house, and the plastic bags took up like our entire living room. I'm not even kidding. It's crazy. Yokomoto, your mom is the same when it comes to clothes that you want to donate, but it's nowhere as intense as my mom. Yeah.
상대를 잘못 골랐어. 솟구치는 힘이 느껴져. 하늘이 노해 웃어라.
Would buying the sweaters on Throne be an issue? Oh no, not at all, Luis, because that's the thing. Like when I see clothes, my mom buys like clothes on sale, but they're all like tacky clothes. She never actually buys what I think I need. Like, for example, oh shoot, I should have used Locha's E, but it's fine. Let's see. I think this is... It's fine if I just attack this guy. Ooh, wait, I should just go ahead and use... I can use her E, that's fine. I'll go ahead and use Daniel's E. But yeah, so it's like those sweaters on Throne are... It's fine with me because it's something that I want for myself, you know? But the stuff that my mom buys, it's like, you know, she buys some cute things and some nice clothes, like sweatpants or whatever. And then there's some anime shirts that she buys, and it's, you know, sometimes I look at them and be like, oh yeah, okay, I could wear this. This is on trend. But otherwise, like, the stuff that she picks out, I would never pick out for myself. And I find that I don't have a lot of not essentials, but like wardrobe staples, I guess you could say. So for example, I don't have like a lot of blazers or like regular like white shirts or like I don't know, like black pants. Just buy those random crap. I'm so sorry. I feel like we've gone off topic from talking about, you know, being LGBTQIA plus to just complaining about Asian parents in general. I feel like, you know, Asian parents are I think a lot of the issues with coming, or not issues, but challenges with coming out do stem from your parents. So yeah. This is relatable. It makes you laugh, but it's sad, but you're still laugh. Yeah, because it's kind of like how I talk with my sister, chat. The way I see it, it's like I can really only go shopping with my sister because I think I would drive a normal person crazy because I've adopted, you know, my mom's and my parents' like habits and mindset. So even when I lived away from home, chat, in college, like I recently realized that, oh my god, like I am like them because I wouldn't throw out any cardboard boxes, I wouldn't throw out any plastic bags. I would like insist, I would take it personally when my roommates would be like, we have to throw some of these boxes away. Like I remember feeling so annoyed and yeah. But it was only afterwards I was like, damn, like I'm just like them for real. Like I don't know. And then there's just stuff like, oh, you know, I feel like I can't buy clothes at full price. I always have to wait until there's a sale. Otherwise I will not buy clothes unless someone like gifts them to me, you know? And it's like, oh, I don't know. Someone for you, the bloodline ends with you because you like men. Yeah, I know. But then that's the other thing too, chat, is like, you know, one of my friends actually asked me, he was like, oh, like, do you want kids? And I was like, I thought I wanted kids when I was younger, but now that I'm older, I'm like, nah. I don't think I could take care of kids. I cannot even take care of myself, you know? So there's no way I can care for and take responsibility for and raise, most importantly, raise and teach like a newborn, another human being. So yeah, that's just how it is. Rishi, your plan is to move out and take only what you want to keep, and then the remaining stuff basically would get donated automatically. Yeah, I remember even my other friend was saying, he was like, you know, sometimes the solution is just, you have to leave, you have to get out, you have to move out. That's really the only way to solve the problem. But I don't think I'm moving out for a long time, chat. Even my sister, and she's the one with like working full-time, she's a stable job, good income, and she's like, yeah, that ain't happening for another like several years, so there's no hope for me. So yeah, it is what it is. Let's bring Silverwolf on Kafka's team. And then for Daniel, I think I can bring Tingyan. And we have Luocha. We don't really have a physical buffing unit yet. So annoying when there's like a lot of small physical weak mobs. Pets are considered kids to you, Louise? They're definitely not as high maintenance, I will say. Although Char Char can be a bit of a handful at times, but definitely it's not as intense as having a kid. Because having a baby, like literally getting pregnant stuff, like changes you as a woman. So, oh wait, maybe I should run Serval with Kafka. Yeah, I think I'll do that instead. And then, actually, I don't even have, I have Sampo, but it's not built. Who else can I put on this team? Okay, I'll just put Pella again, whatever. It is what it is. Oh my god, food hoarding? Oh man. Max, when you moved back? Oh, Hagerman Hour, thanks for the follow, by the way. I'm so sorry if people have been following and I haven't like noticed, because it doesn't play a sound. So I can't tell, and I don't have access to the activity feed. But thank you all so much. I hope that you continue to enjoy your time here. But Max, you were saying that when you moved here, you came over with your brother for a week, and the constant battle of rejecting their snacks and food. Oh my god. Oh no, we have to talk about You just gave me war flashbacks, Max, because holy cow, when I lived away from home for school, every time, without fail, my parents, whenever they came to visit me, they literally brought so much food. And I could never finish it because I'm like this small Asian girl. Not that that means anything, but like I don't eat a lot, okay? I have trouble focusing on eating and just I don't eat big portions in general. Like even my food right now, chat, like this food has been sitting out for like the last 3 hours, okay? But yeah, they would just give me so much food even when I would tell them not to bring food, even when I would like say, you know, I can't accept it, they would still freaking bring it. And I think it's like, it's so annoying because it's not just like, yeah, they mean well, but to me it also means that you're not listening to me, you're not respecting what I have to say. Like you think you know what's better for me than I do myself. Oh my gosh, wait, Luis, thank you for subbing to the It Gets Better channel with your Prime sub for 2 months. Thank you for your support of the It Gets Better project. I'm sure they'll be very happy to see that. I'm glad that you're enjoying your time here to the point where you've subscribed. You didn't have Prime sub for 6 months? Well, I'm glad that you get to use it today. I don't think there's a point in me holding on to Silverwolf's ult. I like to weakness break with it, but I do have Kafka, so okay, let's use Bailu's ult. Oh, because you're on the student trial. Oh, I see. Oh, this will be easy. Sarika, you did a class in college. Nutrition throughout the life cycle, and they start from the very, very beginning and the amount of care that you need while pregnant, and then the baby after it's born. Yeah. Also, I'm not like low-key, chat. I feel like I don't even know if my body is capable of like carrying a baby. I feel like I would have a lot of problems with, I don't know, just yeah, I don't know.
모든 건 별이여. 개척자에게 진정한 축복을 주어라. 병세가 심각하네.
So aside from parents, what other things might be affecting you to opening up more? I think it's just like in Asia, oh Christ. Yo, this lady's annoying. She needs to go like ASAP, Rocky. Holy cow! Asta is like literally on life support here. Oh man. Okay, well I popped my ult for no reason, so. But yeah, as I was saying, I think that the like LGBTQA plus culture in Asia is also different. Like I think a lot of people, because you know here it's people are very, I want to say like outspoken, at least it looks like to me, like queer people are very outspoken, and it makes sense because you know at pride parades you see a lot of people that are being like very open. So let's say there's a lot of people that are, they dress very like I don't know how to describe it. I'm not hating on anyone's fashion sense, but I'll just come out and say it. Like some people at the pride parade, they're not wearing much, you know, and that's, I get it because that's their expression. That's after being closeted for so long, you kind of can't help it, right? And you want to express how you truly feel. And for some people, that includes like acting in that way just because, you know, you never had that outlet. And I think some people, like some LGBTQIA plus people, like act that way too, but I don't think it's as common. But I feel like because again, Asia in general just feels more conservative. So even though, and this is just from what I've seen, because I have never lived long-term in Asia, so I can't really speak for what actually goes on, but from what I've seen, it just feels like people don't like advertise it as much. And when you're like dating and stuff, like yeah, that can be more challenging because you have to go through more mental gymnastics to try and figure out, oh, like is this person actually like straight, or are they you know. Yeah, it's like Meg said, and Megs I know lives in Asia. Even the prominent like GL/BL actors are not quote unquote allowed to have open non-hetero relationships outside the entertainment business. Yeah. Hi Ronso. Wait, a place not kid friendly, huh? Have I attended? I've never been to any pride parade, Luis. Yeah, never ever been. But yeah, also just like, so another thing I think is also because Asia is so much more conservative. Like I think here it's okay where, you know, people around our generation are just more open and accepting, and they don't really bat an eye if you say that, oh, you know, I'm like, I identify as like LGBTQA plus. Like I think like for Asians, they're more surprised. Like, let's say, like, if I tell them, oh, like, I'm bisexual, because I will say I look very straight passing. But in Asia,
저 녀석은 말이
like,
안 통할 것 같아요.
I think sometimes you'll even get comments from people your own age about misconceptions about what LGBTQIA plus actually is. They're accepted because it's entertaining, but when it comes to like discrimination is real. Yeah. Yeah.
기회는 기다려주지 않는 법이랍니다. 신기한 것들로 일심동기.
Wait, you know what? Maybe I think I can auto with these teams because they're not single target teams. Let's see. Sarika, in the West, there's a certain impression of lolly, but you saw a video a while ago about the concept in Japan, and the Japanese men who were interviewed said that lolly to them is like a subgenre of shoujo, and the way they explained it was like, oh, these men just identify with and enjoy this concept of femininity. That's so interesting, because, you know, lolly gets a bad rap because people are like, oh, you know, these, like, it's like pedophilic, I guess, because lolly is usually referred to as like style for younger girls. But that makes sense because I think, yeah, in Japan it's very society is very homogenous, and they, if you're different in any way, they don't like that. And again, this is what I've seen and heard from like other things online, because I don't live in Japan, I'm not Japanese, but yeah.
일심동기.
Oh man. Talking about this is, it's actually taking a toll on me. I can feel it. Oh, no, Luis, you're totally cool. It's not like a bad toll. It's just that it's definitely very important to have these conversations, and this is also an opportunity for me because I don't get to talk about these things a lot, like on my own stream or otherwise, right? But I also do want to be careful with what I say, because I will say that my experience with these things is more limited compared to other people, it feels like. So, and like, I remember seeing this one tweet. Okay, let's talk about this, chat. I think another thing this is not necessarily a challenge with coming out, but I think this is an issue with LGBTQA plus Asian people, that we commonly face, and that's racism. Like, I've heard so many stories from like Gaysians, and they go on dating apps and they frequently see bios that have like, yeah, no Gaysians, no black people, and when they find someone who is willing to talk to them, it's like they're like fetishized a lot. So, and on that note, I just remember seeing this tweet recently, and someone said something like, what was it? It was like it was a tweet hating on people who are queer but not queer. And apparently what that meant, I was going through the comments because I was like, what the heck does that mean? And apparently they were like calling out people who identify as LGBTQA plus but do not live like an LGBTQIA plus lifestyle and are not open about it, or they only identify as LGBTQIA plus when it like quote unquote benefits them, and don't do anything to quote unquote further, I don't know, the LGBTQIA plus movement. But then in my head I was like, okay, I understand why you're saying this, because, you know, there are certain people that you can just look at them and think that person is, you know, they're gay or they're a lesbian. But at the same time, not everyone has the privilege to act or appear like that. And when I read those comments, I was immediately like, Asian people do not have that luxury. We cannot act like that. Like, at home, maybe we can, like, on the streets, but, you know, so many people have to remain closeted because, not because they want to, but because they have to, because of their safety. Because if they don't, then that's big trouble for them. So, I don't know, just that take felt so icky to me. Let's see. Okay, I guess I'll bring Yanqing. I could bring either Yanqing or Danheng for this. I think I'll bring Danheng. And then I definitely bring Silverwolf. And then let's bring Tingyan. And then we can put Fushuan there too. Cool. Okay, and then for this team, I'll just use Daniel again. And then, yeah, we can put Pella on this team too. I don't have Silverwolf though. Tingyan would be good on this side though. I guess I can bring Serval, whatever. It's always insightful to hear because our stories should never sound the same. Yeah, and I think everyone does have like their own take, their own unique experience too. So thank you so much, Luis, for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Take care. See you next time. Max, that's condescending. I understand where they're coming from and probably why, but if the goal is to celebrate everyone's uniqueness, why do they still want us to act the same way and have the same mindset? Yeah, exactly. I feel like they probably were trying to like... Oh my gosh, Louise, thanks for gifting a sub to Max! Thank you both for your support of the channel. It really truly means a lot to have you both here. Thank you, thank you. Aww. But yeah, I just feel like it was definitely pardon my language, but it was definitely a white person who wrote that tweet. I feel like I'd be very surprised if that was a person of color. Oh shoot, I always forget to refresh Fushuan's Shield. Oh well, it is what it is.
응, 저기도 추가됐어. 이마에는 상아가 밥그리. 만물은 인간의 몫이다.
The fan cop slash antis use conservative talking points. They hide their morality behind fiction, but if you dig a little deeper, you see that their victims tend to be either non-English speaking, Asian, LGBT, abused victims, or some combination of the above.
망설이지 마.
Oh man, I don't have his ult. This is very unfortunate.
생과 사, 허와 실은 한 끗 차이. 동천환화, 기나긴 꿈. 치아!
Speaking of ships as well, they bring morals and arguments to not ship certain ships. But why does that reasoning even matter in the first place? Yeah, because it's all fiction. Like, reality is different from fiction, so...
손님은 대접 신기한 것들로 일심동기.
And it's never that black and white. There's always nuance to everything. And I feel like, especially like on Twitter and stuff, like nuance does not exist. People don't know what that is. Oh my god, why does my Tingyun keep getting attacked?
자극 좀 줘봐. 먼저 점쳐보지.
Oh shoot, I attacked the wrong thing. Oh well, whatever.
일으킬 생각은 없어.
우리 화해하지 않을래요?
용서는 없다. 징벌.
음향의 변화.
Hi Alias, is there a good site for Star Rail builds? Yeah, I like to use the KQ, the Kutzing Mains site. So that's hsr.kutzingmains.com, I believe. Oh, I hope I don't get timed out for this. Okay, cool. And then I think also pridewin.com is a good site to use, although I haven't really used there.
자극 좀 줘봐. 하나가 되리라.
Oh, Fu Xuan's shield can proc Dan Heng's passive. Okay. This makes a lot of sense.
동천환화, 기나긴 꿈. 치아!
Oh shoot, I should have used Tingyun's ult first, whatever. Yeah, best of luck with whoever you're building.
음향의 변화.
Okay, I need to use this.
벌써 걸려들다니. 전투를 최적화해야겠어. 이 배속이 이거야?
They throw nuance out the window and say that if you like certain dark topics in fiction, you must support it IRL too. Yup, Exactly.
싸움은 무의미해. 생과 사, 허와 실은 동천환화, 기나긴 꿈. 치아!
구원. 기도는 소용없지.
자극 좀 줘봐.
Oh no. Okay, whatever. This is fine.
우리 화해하지 않을래요? 신기한 것들로 일심동기.
심판의 끝. 징벌.
날 좀 재밌게 해줄래? 자극 좀 줘봐.
죄악.
전투를 최적. 이 배속이 이거야?
Oh man, my Fushuan's ult doesn't come back quickly enough.
하나가 되리라.
분쟁을 일으킬 생각은 없어.
만물은 인간의 몫이다.
Interesting, that did not work. Okay.
이마의 눈으로 보고.
싸움은 무의미해.
Why does liking fictional stuff cause problems? People can't distinguish between fiction and reality, that's why.
신중히. 하지만 겁먹을 건 없어.
지켜보죠.
운음으로
Alright. Yo, I think my Daniel can auto this no problem. I believe.
웃어라. 창룡의 정화.
Violence, gore, and furries get a pass, especially if that's what they like. And then they make excuses for it by saying they have the critical thinking skills to tell the difference, but everyone else doesn't. This is some tea that you're spilling, Sarika.
마무리 표기 활성화. 이제 즐거운 반격 시간이에요.
일어나라.
천명을 받아라.
한 번 더.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think like what else I have seen. And of course, you know, again, I can only speak like through the lens of being Asian because that's what I am. But I feel like a lot of other minorities, other people of color have similar challenges. So
마무리 표기 활성화.
yeah, I
이제
would
즐거운
love to
반격
hear
시간이에요.
from those people too.
반항, 동요.
타라.
일어나라. 창룡의 정화. 행복해.
백화만개.
Aww.
한 번 더.
왕자의 재림.
Sarika, you've witnessed things these past couple weeks that would absolutely bring the mood way down. Oh, I'm so sorry. We don't have to like talk about it if you don't want to bring it up. But also, if it's something that a minor probably shouldn't hear, then we can talk about it another time, like off of the stream.
마무리 표기 활성화.
Hi, Echo. Oh, thank you so much for stopping by and lurking. I really appreciate it. I hope that you're doing well too. Thank you, thank you.
백화만개. 갚아주마.
반항,
I'm personally okay with it. I feel like I have a pretty
과소평가했군.
high
왕자의 재림.
tolerance for these kinds of things. But if it's something that a minor shouldn't hear,
일어나라.
then
창룡의 정화.
yeah, you can always post in Discord too. In the WickDonald's Discord server, I mean.
무방.
항상은
웃어라. 절대 안 돼.
마무리 표기 활성화. 이제 즐거운 반격 시간이에요.
Wow, this pork belly is really chewy.
별것 아니야.
천명을 받아라. 망자의 재림.
다낭 동요.
가라.
Alright, we're on floor 7 now. It's getting harder. So I definitely bring Kafka to the first half and Asta. That's not Asta, that's Hook. Oopsies. And then for the second half, I think I'll bring Daniel. Well, I run Daniel like every floor in MOC. Oh, I should bring Bailu too. And then, ooh, I think I'll bring Pella still. And then, who else can I put on this team? I don't think, like, I could bring Silverwolf. Okay, maybe I bring Tingyan on the first team. Oh, actually, no, I think I'll bring Silverwolf to the first team. And then Bailu. And then we can probably put... Yeah, let's put Silverwolf on the second team. Oh wait, no, I lied. I can't put Asta on the second team. Okay, Asta on the first team, Tingyan on the second team. There. That's the final verdict. There we go. Cool. Okay, so a disabled animator got blacklisted from the industry because one of her coworkers shared not safe for work art from her private Twitter to people and called it child porn. So the artist has been struggling for the last few years because they lost their job, their health insurance, they can't find other work because they're blacklisted, and now they're just given up and they're going to die. And this is all over some Invader Zim not safe for work art. The fact that they're disabled too, like, is
난동을 부리려나 보군.
the icing on the shit cake, pardon my language.
공평해야지. 아플까나?
Yeah, I'm like, this is not this is not in the same vein because it does not have to do with and not safe for work material, but it just reminds me of, again, like, nuance and people
개척자에게 진정한 축복을
starting
주어라.
witch hunts when they're like when it's not necessary.
작별할 시간이야.
But wow, that's so like, obviously everyone is not
진정.
people do not have like the same taste. And
누구려나?
before anyone can twist my words, I'm not saying that
개척자에게 진정한 축복을 주어라.
I feel like I should not talk about this actually.
작별할 시간이야.
I I feel like no matter how I try to justify it, people will get the wrong idea. I will say that it does remind me of how there was this famous, or not famous, but she was really, really highly regarded Genshin fan artist when Genshin first came out. And she was Asian, but not living in the States. And I think like some people were like getting a little like not jealous, but like they didn't like her because of how successful she was becoming, because she was the one who created the Animo, like the 4NEMO, like K-pop concept. That was her idea. That is still widely used today. And so I remember she made a comment to one of her friends, like she replied to one of her friends. She made a tweet about what's it called? She made a tweet about how she was like she had been doing exams and she was having a hard time, and like her friend or one of her mutuals said something like, oh, like you can get through it or whatever, and then like she said something like, I'm freed from my shackles finally. And this was, oh god, I hope Asta doesn't die. Oh my god, holy cow. Maybe I can't auto this. Anyways, yo, I have faith in my team. Also, thanks Doc for sticking around. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. But yeah, so this fan artist said that I remember specifically she used the term "I'm freed from my shackles," and then people were calling her out and being like, "You can't say that as a joke because that's racist, because that's a reference to slavery, and by joking about having shackles when you don't, you're against black people." And it's just so, well, I can't say anything because I'm not black, but it felt like that campaign like did not come from a place out of genuine concern for black people. And I'm pretty sure the person who even like it was targeted because you wouldn't even see that tweet of hers unless you like went to her page, because it was a direct response to someone else. So it doesn't show up on your feed unless you're like looking at her page or you follow like both those people. But I'm pretty sure her friend was like not someone who was well known, so you wouldn't follow them unless you personally knew them too. Yeah, and then there was just like so much. I think like also people just used her as an outlet for their frustration, because people who were not directly connected to the situation, they just saw people posting like, oh, this Genshin fan is racist against black people. And then people jumped on and they were like, how can you like be like that towards black people? Because, you know, there's a lot of frustration around how dark-skinned characters in Genshin were being treated, with, you know, like Kea and Xinyan having, you know, an awful kit and stuff. And then I think those are the only like dark-skinned characters in Genshin at that time. But yeah, that was the whole thing. I remember it was so big on Twitter. And then that artist, just like, she couldn't handle all the hate that she was getting, rightfully so, and so she just like deleted everything. And I'm pretty sure she still makes art for Genshin, but she doesn't like post it anywhere. She's just like out there like living her life because people don't know how to act civilized online. But yeah, your story reminded me of that. It's not the exact same, but I feel like there's a similar thread running through it. Oh Oh my god. Wait, Sarika, this isn't even the only time they've done bad things. They put needles in desserts and given them to artists. That's like a criminal offense. Ran a suicidal kid off Twitter because they liked a character their own age. Stalked and harassed another kid because they made D-Luke and Kea pins for a con. And recently ran another disabled artist off Twitter because he dared to quote-unquote fetishize his own disability because they decided that he must have amputated his own leg based on drawings he made. Oh my gosh. Some people lack digital literacy, media literacy. I think that's what it is. People feel like because they are behind a screen, because there's some level of anonymity online, they probably feel like they can do anything and just get away with it. When that's not the case and real people are being very affected, right? Wow, all my characters are like truly hanging on by a thread.
나름 괜찮네. 천명을 받아라.
Oh my god, Lo-chan, don't die! Do I have to step in? Oh my god. No, I believe. I think I definitely need to level my Pella up though, cause she... Like, I think this level 60 is... Oh my god, stop attacking the fucking trotter!
신기한 것들로
Ugh.
신통기.
잠든 용을 깨웠어. 창룡의 정화. 하늘이 노해 웃어라.
There we go. Oh. Woo, okay. Floor 8. I don't think I can auto anymore, chat. I think I actually have to pay attention to what's happening in the game. Okay, let's see. First half. But yeah, of course, if people want to continue to share their experiences, I'd love to hear them. There should be a targeting mechanic for auto mode. Yeah. Oh, Max, listening to your friends coming out stories is just inspiring. Yeah, I feel like that's the thing. It's especially with how, you know, another thing in Asian culture, I think, is the communication style, right? Because in Asia, it's all about like things are not directly said. In the West, it's not even about like bluntness, like, you know, it's just like if you want something, you say it. If you need something, you put it out there. But in Asia, there's a lot of like reading between the lines, which is hard. So yeah. Context is a big thing. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. It is context-based communication. But I feel like because of that, it's really hard to tell certain things, including like, yeah, you don't really know who to trust, who you can come out to, right? So finding people who are as accepting as you and are the same as you, like, that's a huge thing, right? So oh, Jingli would have been great to use here, but alas, I think I have to bring Yanqing. Yeah. For this, I'm tempted to use Kafka. Yeah, I think I'll just use Kafka with Silverwolf. And then I can also bring Fushuan here. Yeah, we could do Tingyun. Oh, Tingyun, Fushuan, or Tingyun, Silverwolf, Fushuan. There we go. Okay, and then for this guy, we can do Yanqing, Asta, and then March 7th, and probably Locha. Yeah, I think that should be good. Or should I bring Daniel again? It's gonna be tricky because yeah, like hunt characters very slow. I don't know. But I will have trouble with this ape. That's the only problem. Because then I can't bring Asta either. Yeah, I think I'll just keep the team like this. Oh, I think I need to give Yanjing my other light cone though. How's my Jinglu doing? She's on her way, but just not, you know, she's not like there. You can't wait for me to have Zila. I don't know if I'll have enough jades for Zila by the time she comes around, to be honest.
시원해. 뛰어풀 수 없어. 아플까나?
Like, it's more about like, because when you have the problem with this, I don't mean the character themselves is slow. I don't think my Yanqing is slow in terms of turn order, but it's just with these floors, it's usually one big boss, but there's like multiple smaller enemies. But when you have a hunt character, unlike destruction characters, they can only focus on like one character at a time, one enemy at a time. So that's the big thing.
자극 좀 줘봐.
Oh yeah, Fushuan's goated here because her effect res is so high. I love it.
진정해. 우리 화해하지 않을래요? 숨 쉬는 느낌 기억. 아름다운 작별할 시간이야.
The next character you're playing for would be Argenti Circa? Of course it is. I knew it. Oh snap, Wushuan's actually got caught. Okay, that's fine.
자극 좀 줘봐. 전투를 최적화해야겠어. 이 배속이 이거야? 이루어지리. 제대로 서 있어. 아예 다 죽여줄게.
Ooh boy, okay. Oh, no one has any skill points. Okay, that's gonna be kind of a problem.
저기도 추가됐어. 제대로 서 있어. 하나가 되리라. 아름다운 작별할 시간이야.
You can't see Argenti past that he's the 4th D-Luke. You're gonna wait for the next mommy Max. Valid, valid.
음향의 변화. 만물은 본 인간의 몫이다.
Star just isn't interesting enough for you to collect more than the pretty man. That's so valid. Oh my god, I have no skill points again. You know, this is fine.
진정. 먼저 점쳐보지. 신기한 것들로 일심동기.
I actually heard this Star Rail story that was out this patch is pretty good. Like people were saying that it is like
끝이 있는 법. 작별할 시간이야.
a it's not a disappointment. It actually does advance the story forward. So yeah.
음향의 변화. 제대로 서 있어. 어려운 업도다. 전투를 최적화해야겠어.
The lore is confusing to you still, Max? Wait, what's confusing about it? Or like, Well, I mean, not that I know what's going on either, but
날 좀 재밌게 해줄래? 자극 좀 줘봐. 이루어지리 상아가 밥그리. 만물은 인간의 몫이다.
oh boy, okay.
신기한 것들로 일심동기.
Hi,
아예 다 죽여줄게.
I see Sizemore. Is that how you say your name?
아름다운 시작.
How's it going? Okay, that wasn't so bad. Oh boy, alright.
지켜보죠.
장꾀를 부리는군.
약점 들통냈어.
Let's see. I feel like this half will be trickier for sure.
갚아주마.
Okay.
이 녀석 만만치 않은 상대야.
Oh, we have to go for this. The one on the left, because it's gonna spawn. Copies.
보검이여 일어나라. 도약하는 새처럼
불청객이잖아. 모든 건 별이여. 개척자에게 진정한
Oh, you're playing through
축복을
Persona 5 on hard. Oh, I've never played Persona 5. What is it like?
내 의지대로.
누구려나? 가끔은 이 몸의 실력 맛 좀 봐. 핫!
It feels like Danheng is trying to move on, but Annie and everything on the Lofu is trying to keep him here as if they still see him as Danfeng. And that's just him alone.
왕자의 재림.
Yeah, there's so much that's still like... I mean, I think like... I do think... Oh, frick, I don't... okay, this is annoying, whatever.
탐색은 이제 끝났어. 검이여 쏟아져라.
I think with Jinglu's companion quest, it did provide more of a resolution to the stuff happening with Danheng, so hopefully he can move on now. But yeah, still such a mystery. Like it's like, damn, what is going on the Shinzo Lofu?
잡조를 뿐이로군.
What's actually going on?
도약하는 새처럼.
내 차례야. 모든 건 별이여. 개척자에게
Oh, you don't play many
진정한
JRPGs
축복을
besides Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, but it's your first Persona game and it's different, so you're digging it. Oh, nice, that's good. That's good to hear.
내 의지대로.
가끔은 이 몸의 실력 맛 좀 봐.
Yeah, I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game before. I saw Kingdom Hearts 3 though. Kingdom Hearts 3 looked really good. And then I played Final Fantasy 13. But that was
배웅해줄게.
about it. Kingdom Hearts is your whole childhood?
도망가지 마.
몇 수나 버티려나?
I never had the console to play Kingdom Hearts growing up, so... Or I don't know, was Kingdom Hearts available on the GameCube? I really don't remember.
운이 다한 것 같네.
상대를 잘못 골랐어. 천명을 받아라.
구해줘도 너한테 뭐 안
갚아주마.
떨어져. 모든 건 별이여. 개척자에게 진정한 축복을 주어라.
보검이여 일어나라. 내 의지대로. 탐색은 이제 끝. 검이여 쏟아져라.
Man, this is taking so long and this is only the first wave. There's another wave after this.
무서워하지 마. 누구려나?
몇 수나 버티려 도약하는 새처럼.
정말 예의를 모르네. 모든 건 별이여. 개척자에게 진정한 축복을 주어라. 내
Look at
차례야.
all these freaking trotters, y'all.
가끔은 이 몸의 실력 맛 좀 봐. 핫!
배웅해 줄게.
보검이여 일어나라. 내 의지대로.
불청객이잖아. 누구려나?
몇 수나 버티려나? 도약하는 새처럼.
Oh my god, finally.
정말 예의를 모르네. 이야. 또 때리게.
내 의지대로.
Okay, alright, there we go. Oh boy, alright. I feel like I have 5 waves left to do this.
도약하는 새처럼. 탐색은 이제 끝났어. 검이여 쏟아져라.
Does beating the trotters affect anything? It increases enemies' vulnerability, but doesn't actually do any damage to them. So it's not, if you have a hand character, it's not really worth it. That's the thing.
왕자의 재림.
모든 건 별이여. 개척자에게 진정한 축복을 주어라.
That's why I'm like ignoring them.
나 생각보다 꽤 하잖아. 가끔은
You liked the last
이 몸의
cycle more,
실력 맛
Max?
좀
Wait,
봐.
how come? Why do you say that? Oh, yes, I froze them. Okay, that's good.
내 의지대로.
이야. 도망가지 마.
몇 수나 버티려나? 도약하는 새처럼.
Oh no, my Yanqing, RIP. Gonna lose his passive. Yeah.
도망가지 마.
내 의지대로. 탐색은 이제 끝났어. 검이여 쏟아져라.
These enemies are so tanky, and for what reason? Sorry, Asta, you're gonna have to take one for the team.
모든 건 별이여. 개척자에게 진정한 축복을 주어라. 아직
Oh, fuck, she actually died.
상대를 잘못 골랐어.
This is so annoying. I hate it here. Oh my god.
왕자의 재림.
Gonna get 2 stars? Grr, so stupid. I hate it here.
가끔은 이 몸의 실력 맛 좀 봐.
Hi Machine, is the new cycle out? No, this is the old cycle. Because I haven't done it yet.
단축일 뿐이로군. 도약하는 새처럼.
배웅해 줄게.
Can't believe she fucking died. Are you kidding me?
보검이여 이런 내 의지대로.
Oh my god.
청산해야겠군.
몇 수나 버티려나?
Die already.
내 차례야.
Grrr. I actually don't even. I think the thing to get 2 stars is 16 cycles. I don't think I can even hit that. God, I have to build. I have to build Jinglu ASAP because this is not it. It's so annoying.
괜찮은 솜씨네.
도망가지 마. 운이 다한 것 같네. 가끔은 이 몸의 실력 맛 좀 봐. 핫!
상대를 잘못 골랐어. 왕자의 재림.
I'm so tempted to like just redo this cycle. No, it's fine. I won't.
보검이여 일어나라. 도약하는 새처럼.
또 때리게.
내 의지대로.
Like it's either like I lose the passive on Yanqing or I freaking
몇 수나
don't
버티려나?
have skill points for him to use his freaking E.
검이여 쏟아져라.
나 생각보다 꽤 하자.
So annoying.
왕자의 재림.
내 의지대로.
I'm actually in pain right now.
백화만개.
Like
한숨 돌렸군.
this is so frustrating. Holy cow.
가끔은 이 몸의
You know,
실력
people
맛 좀
complain
봐.
about the primo income in Genshin, but you spent every last wish on Nuvolet's weapon, and you're already up to 30 wishes from daily since then. Welcome primos and exploring half of Enkanomia. Oh my gosh. But I feel like people like don't. Some people maybe don't have as much exploration as you do. And what I mean by that is there might be people that have already explored, so they've already used those primos. Oh my god, I meant to press E! I didn't mean to press Q on him!
왕자의 재림.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay, this is not the run.
내 의지대로. 괜찮은 솜씨네.
도망가지 마.
탐색은
So
이제
annoying.
검이여
Die
쏟아져라.
already. Jesus. These freaking trotters don't help either. I think I got 1 star. Yup, 1 star. Just great. Love it. Ha! Okay, let's see. How far can I level my Jinglu? Because I want to use her ASAP. Okay, so now she's at level 70. Oopsies. What would I say if you used Jades for the standard banner? Not that you did it for 2 Huh? Thanks? Question mark? Like, I understand doing it for content, but if you're not, then mod check. Hi, Tuti. Is that how you say your name or is it Toti? If you're able to see a celebrity, who would you choose? I don't know. I'm not really into like celebrities. That's the thing. I'm not. There's never been like a celebrity that I know IRL that I'm like, oh my gosh, I really need to meet them. I would love to meet them IRL. Why? Is there a celebrity that you would choose? Chat, is there a celebrity you would choose? You're doing it for Jeppy? Oh no. Not like this. Y'all think if I level her to 70, put Daniel's light cone on her. Oh, I don't have credits and I don't have books. So what do I do? I guess I can come back to that floor wait, when does it end? 1 day. Oh my gosh. I have 1 day to level my Jinglu. You do anything to me, Otto? Wait, Otto is a Japanese like singer, right? If that's the person that I'm thinking of. Oh, Sarika, that's the thing. You do so little exploration that usually your entire Primo stash is just from dailies, welcons, and events, and you can collect enough to get to hard pity within the duration of one patch. That's true, that's true. Okay, let's see. Floor 9. If I do floor 9... Ooh. Okay, who did I use last time? I think I used Kafka on the first half for sure. Kafka, Asta, and then I think I will bring Fu Xuan for sure, and I might have brought Bailu. Because my Fu Xuan's not super built. Or I don't know, maybe she can tank it. Maybe. If I bring Tingyan as well. And then Kafka, I think I will bring... I think I'll bring... I don't think I need Silverwolf here. But I think I need... Okay, wait. Yeah, because I think Pella is gonna die. Okay, let's just do this. I'm gonna bring March 7th and Locha. Oh wait, that's the wrong order. It should be this. And then... Yeah. Wait, who's Makenyu? Is that a singer? Another singer? Is my Lynx built? No, she's not. She is not built. Yeah. I have Lynx, yeah. It's just that, like, I already have Bailu, and then I have Luocha, and then I have these 2 shielders, or preservation peeps. Oh, that's the Japanese actor who plays Zoro for the One Piece live action. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. All right, let's try this and see how it goes. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be tricky. I remember I had trouble with this last time. Last time I did bring Bailu as well. Hopefully these... Oh shoot, I probably shouldn't have put Tingyan next to Fushwan, but it is what it is.
아플까나? 쉽지 않겠어요. 신기한 것들로 이
I think this floor might be easier than floor...
아예 다 죽여줄게. 아름다운 시절을
8? I don't know.
작별할 시간이야. 진정해. 이마의 눈으로 보고 있어. 어려움 없다. 말리 좀 하자고요.
Wow, look at all that dot. Sheesh.
이루어지리. 상아가 밥그리. 불청객이잖아.
I think I'll bank Link's or Fushuan's ult for now.
모든 건 별이여. 개척자에게 진정한 축복을 주어라. 어려움 없도다. 아름다운 작별할 시간이야.
So the trotters are like useful here. The trotters are useful when you can hit them AoE. Otherwise, I think it's not really
먼저 점쳐보지.
worth it.
정말 예의를 모르네. 누구려나? 숨 쉬는 느낌. 처리해야겠네요. 이마의 눈으로 보고 있어.
I can't tell if her shield is gonna run out. Let's check. 2 turns remaining. Cool.
진정.
Your little sister-in-law's at level 1. Shut up, Max.
모든 건 별이여. 개척자에게 진정한 축복을 주어라. 아예 다 죽여줄게. 아름다운 작별할 시간이야.
Okay, alright.
신기한 것들로 일심동기. 안 아파. 우리 화해하지 않을래요? 제대로 서 있어. 아름다운 작별할 시간이야. 하나가 되리라. 어려움 없도다. 음향의 변화. 말로 좀 하자고요. 불길해.
Oh boy. Okay, things are heating up.
진정.
I think I'm gonna use Fushuan's ult now. Everyone can heal. Cool. Okay, cool.
어려움 없도다. 음향의 변화. 제대로 서 있어. 모든 건 별이여.
You put Daniel on a team with Luocha, Arlen, and Bailu, and you finally beat Japart. Oh, congrats! Wow, you're like the only one I know that uses Arlen.
신기한 것들로
Not that that's a bad thing. But I mean, it works because, you know, he doesn't use skill points, so.
작별할 시간이야. 먼저 점쳐보지. 숨 쉬는 느낌 기억해둬.
Why did that new trotter have to jump in between this guy and the old trotter?
어려움 없도다.
Oh shit. Okay, things are getting a little dicey now.
손님은 대접을 해드려야죠.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh boy.
이마의 눈으로 보고 있어.
Okay.
만물은 인간의 몫이다. 아름다운 시절은
Oh shoot, I didn't refresh her shield. Oh man, this is not good.
작별할 시간이야.
Arlen's your only electro DPS? Oh no.
우리 화해하지 않을래요?
Ooh, okay, alright. Okay, this is not really good, to be honest. Let's see if I can out DPS this lady.
누구려나? 모든 건 별이여. 개척자에게 진정한 축복을 주어라.
Oh my god. I actually did it. Holy cow. I was so close to dying. Oh man, I still have one more half. Okay.
하지만 겁먹을 건 없어.
지켜보죠.
All right, let's see. Let's see here. See if we survive this round.
이 녀석 만만치 않은 상대야.
Man, this is so long.
자극 좀 줘봐.
상대를 잘못 골랐어.
쓰고 싶지 않았어. 하늘이 노했군. 웃어라.
또 때리게.
망자의 재림.
Kafka should be easy with Daniel and Locha. I don't know.
잠든
You'd be
용을 깨웠어.
surprised.
창룡의 정화.
가끔은 이 몸의 실력 맛 좀 봐. 핫! 벌써 걸려들다니. 전투를 최적화해야겠어.
Let's just go ahead and do this.
이 배속이 이거야?
하늘이 노했군. 일어나라.
내 차례야. 자극 좀 줘봐.
I might as well just get rid of that, whatever.
배웅해 줄게.
솟구치는 힘이 느껴져. 하늘이 노했군. 웃어라.
과소 평가했군. 천명을 받아라.
좋았어.
망자의 재림.
I hope this guy doesn't like buff himself this turn because I just used my ult, so that'll be very sad.
상대를 잘못
쓰고 싶지 않았어. 하늘이 노해. 일어나라. 잠든 용을 깨웠어. 창룡의 정화.
저기도 추가됐어. 자극 좀 줘봐. 나 생각보다 꽤 하잖아. 가끔은 이 몸의 실력 맛 좀 봐.
You always do your Simu last minute? Honestly, same though. It's a problem.
솟구치는 힘이 느껴져. 하늘이 노했군.
Bro, these trotters keep getting in my way. Okay, cool. Oh boy. All right. Let's see.
무방.
준비됐어? 이런 느낌이 어때?
죽음. 망자의 재림.
So I'm gonna do this right away. Okay, and then let's do this for Kafka. Okay, and then I think I need to. This will definitely be trickier. I need to cleanse March 7th.
덕분에 살았어.
갚아주마.
쓰고 싶지 않았어.
And then let's just hit Kafka.
천명을 받아라.
긴장할 것 없어.
같이 할래?
Okay, and then I'm gonna use his ult.
창룡의 정화.
조급해하지 마. 내 차례야. 하이. 저기도 추가됐어.
Let me try to reset the thing. Okay, good.
잘 가.
무방.
배웅해줄게.
솟구치는 힘이 느껴져. 하늘이 노했군.
And then I can break Kafka's weakness with Silver Wolf, and that should give us a big dot bonus.
벌써 걸려들다니.
쓰고 싶지 않았어. 하늘이 노했군. 웃어라.
Ooh, look at all that. Sheesh.
발밑 조심해.
파수 평가 백화만개.
좋았어.
Okay, it's time to heal.
왕자의 재림.
잠든 용을 깨웠어. 창룡의 정화.
Oh my gosh.
가끔은 이 몸의 실력 맛 좀 봐. 날 좀 재밌게 해줄래? 전투를 최적화해야겠어. 이 배속이 이거야?
Holy cow.
하늘이 노했군. 일어나라.
조급해하지 마. 서 있을 수 있겠어?
나름
잘
괜찮아.
가.
Oh boy.
저기도 추가됐어. 자극 좀 줘봐.
Oh wait, I can shield Danheng, and that should. Cool. Yes, amazing. Love it.
무방.
또 때리게. 같이 할래? 도망가지 마.
왕자의 재림.
And I think I can start focusing on the other guy because
시대는 변했어.
Danheng's AoE damage should be able to take her out.
웃어라.
That's a huge shield! Yo, my March 7th is thick with 2 C's. I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm gonna attack this guy.
용을 깨웠어. 창룡의 정화. 무방.
또 때리게. 나 생각보다 꽤 하잖아.
Yeah, I might as well use her ult right now. Why not?
천명을 받아라. 갚아주마.
자극 좀 줘봐.
쓰고 싶지 않았어. 하늘이 노했군. 일어나라.
Yeah, look at all that damage. Is it worth it to attack this trotter? I don't know. Oh well, whatever.
날 좀 재밌게 해줄래?
솟구치는 힘이 느껴. 하늘의 노했군. 웃어라.
내 차례야.
무방 백화만개.
긴장할 것 없어. 잠든 용을 깨웠어. 창룡의 정화.
죽음은 끝. 왕자의 재림.
Okay. After all this, I should be able to do... Ooh, nice, okay. Now I can do this.
이 배속이 이거야?
And I think that should be enough.
벌써 걸려들다니.
Oh, but I don't know if that's enough for like...
쓰고 싶지 않았어. 하늘이
I don't know if I made the... I don't think I made the 16. I think I was one cycle short. Oh, it was 14. Yes, let's go. Oh my god. I thought I didn't make it. Wait, someone out there finds my dumb. Oh, I didn't know it was an asexual joke. Hey, I like it, Yokomoto. I liked it. With that context, I like. Okay. Should I try to do floor 10? Oh man, my Yanqing will not be able to do this. I think I can do this with Jing Liu, but not Yanqing. 30 stars incoming? No. I know I can't. With Pella, my Pella's only level 60. She's gonna get one-shotted. She's like half built, but she's not like... She dies so easily. Like, look at this. She's only level 60. You've tried it? Yeah. Cause it makes sense. It's gonna take too long because he's a hunt character. Wait, if you didn't know it was an ace joke, I worry what you thought I was saying. I thought you meant like aced like in Valorant, but I was like, but it's not like I killed like 5 enemies at once. So... Yeah, I really need to build Jinglu. Oh, you don't know Valorant? Oh, that's fine, that's fine. I could technically use my fuel. I could use my fuel. I also have some over, like the reserved power. But otherwise, I think I'm fine with stopping here for MOC for now. I will probably I'll try to level, like, farm Jinglu off stream, and then maybe I'll do like a Discord VC or something later on, and then do the rest there and see if I can 30 star. But otherwise, I think this is a good place to stop for today's stream. We had a lot of discussion, a lot of good discussion about, you know, coming out challenges. And yeah, I just want to reiterate to everyone that regardless of whether you're out or closeted, or you're in the process of coming out, or you've never come out before, all that aside, you are still valid and loved. And I hope that you realize that there are other people like there out you, no matter your experience or how lonely it might feel. And yeah, I'm always here to talk with as well. So no more stream mods. Yeah, so I think what's gonna happen actually is I'm probably gonna like take a bit of a rest, maybe for like an hour or something, and then I'm gonna stream again on my channel. And we'll finish that tier list, or not tier list, the what's it called, the Genshin sorter. And then yeah, maybe new YouTube video incoming. But otherwise, thank you everyone for coming by. If you enjoyed your time here, feel free to give me a follow on my own stream. I will be streaming later tonight as well. And otherwise, yeah, thank you all for being here. It's much appreciated. And again, I know these conversations are tough to have, but I think it's important that we do have them too. So okay, let's see. Is there anyone who we can raid? Like any other It Gets Better ambassadors? Let me just take a quick look. Oh yeah, thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Like truly, it means a lot. Like, I know that these streams don't appeal to everyone in my community, or people aren't really sure where to start. But yeah, I do appreciate all of you who are here, and those of you from outside the community as well that just come to hang out. So okay, I think we will raid. Let's raid Daydreamer Dan. So Dan is a fellow It Gets Better ambassador, but he's also a part of the Stream Elements Creator Diversity Program for this year, which I'm also part of. So and I think he's celebrating his partner anniversary, and he is opening up Pokemon booster packs. And I know that, I'm not really into Pokemon, but I do love me some gacha, so let's go and wish him a happy partner anniversary and see if he got any good cards. I'm just gonna start the raid timer right now. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Raid channel. Yeah, I know it's been a long stream, but if we can even just come along and stick around for a minute or two and wish Dan again a happy anniversary, I'm sure he'd greatly appreciate it. He's a really cool dude. I've always loved listening in on his his talks when he's been on It Gets Better, because he's also a fellow bisexual Asian, and he's Korean too, so he understands the struggle basically. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, I'll see y'all in a few hours and we'll continue with the Genshin Sorter list. Okay, bye everyone, take care. Thank you all for this stream. Y'all are the best part of my day. See you all soon. Bye.